Welcome back. This is Rito here with another Calamity item showcase. Today we're going to be looking at another mount because we had this requested a bunch after the Gaze of Christmas here episode, and that's the Shadow Dragon that we showcased just last episode. And it's this mount right here. It's a flying pony, and it's so fast. It's actually faster than the Shadow Dragon. The item to summon it is called Fabsol, and it summons an Alicorn. It's got a really similar appearance from like the neck down to a unicorn, but then it grows wings and can fly, unlike a unicorn. Last review of the Shadow Dragon mount, we didn't have the movement speed measuring device, the stopwatch, but we do now, so we can take a look at how fast 107 miles per hour is how fast this thing can run. And let's see how fast it can fly. 124 was the max speed I got flying upward. That's really good. So our max speed running with all of these accessories like the celestial tracers is 61 miles per hour. And if we're doing dashes constantly, we can kind of run at around 70 miles per hour. So we can fly at 112. This can both outrun and outfly the celestial tracers. Being able to run at a whopping 107 miles per hour, this would completely outrun the Devourer of Gods, I think. So we'll have to confirm that. Although I just got up to 134 miles per hour flying, so it looks like our wing flight is maybe a little bit faster, but still, it's got great acceleration back and forth and really good mobility, so it's a very good mount. And this is actually obtainable before the Shadow Dragon, which is a little bit odd because it's actually faster. If we compare it to the Gaze of Christmas here, its max upward speed is 69, and then its max running speed is 77. There's a lot more flight time with the Shadow Dragon than there is with the pony. But flight time really isn't the most important thing. I would probably prioritize speed over flight time. The Fabsol Mount can also hold down and do the hoverboard move, just like the Shadow Dragon, which is amazing. I love this ability. But it can't do it for nearly as long without having to reset flight time. By the way, the sword I'm using is the Elemental Excalibur. It's post-Supreme Calamitous, and I did a showcase about it a while back. I had a few people asking about it last episode. Next, I want to show you how to get this mount because it's not actually craftable. You have to get it from the Devourer of Gods, and to do that, you need to have Fabsol's Vodka activated when you fight the Devourer of Gods. So I just turned on Fabsol Vodka. What it does is it boosts all your damage by 8% and lowers your defense by 20. You can buy that from the Brewer NPC if you have the Alchemist NPC Light. If you don't, you can actually just craft it with a keg, and you can combine ale, pixie dust, crystal shards, and a unicorn horn. And ale can be created from a keg and a mug can be created from glass. Pretty simple recipe to get the Fabsol Vodka even if you don't have the Alchemist NPC. You can also craft it from blood orbs and bottled water as well. Now that we have Fabsol Vodka activated, let's start up the Devourer of Gods fight. Let's quickly kill this first form. I'm able to completely outrun this thing when it's charging us. Oh, this is so cool. This is extremely good for fighting it. It can't catch up to me, so I can just sit here and kill it. So let's open the treasure bag. We got the Fabsol mount, just as expected. If you get this mount shortly after defeating the Devourer of Gods, that will be a really effective way to farm that boss fight up. Next, I'm curious how this would do during something like Supreme Calamitous fight. Oh, this is so weird. Oh no. This is the weirdest thing. My movement patterns are so different now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat this. This is so weird. But, I mean, technically, if you practiced with this, you would probably be able to do this no problem. I'm also not used to using this sword against Supreme Calamitous. I must say, having the ability to like do the hoverboard thing is actually kind of nice during this part. It makes you have a lot more control. You don't have to like tap jump. Now we got the next phase here. Oh, that ran right into that one. It's getting pretty crazy. Gotta believe in my pony. My pony must get us through this. Do we have orbs coming? No, we got fire, and then we got orbs. Okay, we just need to survive. There we go. We got her with the Fabsol Mount. That was fun. A totally different feel to have a very different acceleration. It is definitely quite doable to defeat Supreme Calamitas with this instead of the Tracers. So yeah, just kind of a fun experiment there. I don't know how practical it is, but it was a fun little challenge. Next, I want to take a look at what we can do with some of the dies, because it would be cool to not ride a pink mount, ideally. So first, I want to try this one out. Oh my goodness. A few people had mentioned last episode, this looks like one of those gaming keyboards. I think it looks awesome. It looked a lot better on the Dragon though. This kind of just is very trippy. Some of these just completely make it like monochromatic. Honestly, that looks decent. It makes it pretty monochromatic, but not all the way. I wonder if the red and black dye will look good. Hey, that looks kind of nice. I think Chlorophyte dye actually looks pretty cool. It kind of makes it a little bit more cartoony. The really high contrast looks kind of fun. I do like the monochromatic look of Nebula because it does have that movement to it. And then we've got Frozen Fabsol, which looks kind of cool, sparkling and looks like a ice sculpture. And then the normal dyes can just change it to look like a different color, which actually looks pretty good. I finally found a pretty cool combination. Solar armor with the Draconic Destruction, and the pony with, what is this dye? It's the Infernal Wasp dye. Now we are a fiery force to be reckoned with. This looks actually pretty cool. I went and got a few more dyes because I wasn't quite happy with the results other than the Infernal Wisp dye with the solar armor. That looked so cool. I found that the like color with silver combination dyes actually end up looking pretty good because it adds a little bit of change in colors. So the hair turns white and then the pony turns kind of a blue color. And same with like the green and white and the red and white. I think red and white actually looks pretty cool. In this video, we've seen how to obtain the Fabsol Mount. We've seen what it can do. We've even seen it face off against Supreme Calamitas. So that will conclude our showcase video. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I also post other videos, like I'm currently working on a Calamity Death Mode Mage playthrough, so if you're interested, be sure to check that out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.